Manchester City owner Sheikh Mansour's motivations are always being discussed. With every significant achievement his team makes, from scooping a domestic treble to reaching the Champions League final, there is always that question: why? Why would a member of the Abu Dhabi royal family choose to sink his wealth into a team from a cold, wet city in northern England? The relentless speculation is in contrast to Roman Abramovich, his counterpart at Chelsea, who they face in this year's Champions League final. Early into his reign, the Russian faced questions about his motivations for owning a club, but has rarely been subjected to such debates since. Mansour, on the other hand, has had greater scrutiny the more time has passed. Despite him almost never speaking to the media, the public perception around his intentions has evolved. The idea of City as the trophy asset of a wealthy individual is gone, replaced by the theory that the club is a PR tool for a nation with a questionable human rights record. It is the country, apparently, that owns the club. So ingrained is the theory Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp will casually reference, describing his rivals, owned by countries, owned by oligarchs. But it is not accurate. Nearly a quarter of the club is not actually owned by Mansour because he has been proactively selling stakes to major investors as it has grown. In 2015, 13% was sold to a consortium of Chinese investors for $400 million. This was followed by the sale of just over 10% to American private equity company Silver Lake in 2019. The board has representatives from these investors, and while Mansour retains overall control, their involvement is no gimmick. It's strange that the massive increase in the value of the club almost never gets mentioned, when considering Mansour's investment. When you look at the numbers, the Sheikh's $212 million takeover in 2008 looks pretty savvy business. Since then, accounts show he has invested $1.8 billion to lift the club from mid-table also runs to all-conquering giants. But this has resulted in the club being worth nearly $4 billion. Bear in mind he has also netted close to $1 billion in the two stakes sold, which offsets a substantial portion of that investment. City, the coronavirus season notwithstanding, now turns a profit, so the role of the owner essentially becomes more about offering a lending facility that keeps the club debt-free. As the years go on, the gains are likely to be bigger, because the heavy investment has already been made. In addition to the thriving team of superstars and growing fanbase, they have arguably the best sporting infrastructure of any club in the world and pioneering a network of global sister clubs. If Mansour wants to earn some money from the club, as he has shown in the past, he can sell another stake. Were he to part with the club entirely, his profit would be vast. Takeovers aside, the other investors will be expecting further growth and, more importantly, return on investment.